James Hirechek with today's Autochartist weekly recap for Monday, June 4th, 2012. Due to the anticipation of the major U.S. non-farm payrolls report on Friday, June 1st, Autochartist signals were mixed throughout the week. Signals were generated on both sides of the equity markets because of trader indecision and position pairing ahead of the week-ending report. Stock and commodity markets were giving signals on both sides of the market. As the week progressed, the overall market's direction became clearer, and signals were being generated that indicated that safety was emerging as the theme. Late in the week, traders began to liquidate risky assets, but following the poor U.S. employment report, traders shunned the U.S. dollar in favor of the oversold euro. One market that showed good movement last week that was on our recommendation list was the Euro British Pound. You can see here that on Friday, due to the weakness in the US dollar and to oversold conditions in the euro, the Euro British Pound broke out to the upside with a huge candlestick move and could have triggered a continuation move into an Autochartist target near the 82.32 area. So this is one market that we should be watching this week also, especially if we can break through this 81.02 area, which is this swing top over here. So due to the fact that the US dollar is weaker right now and that conditions in Europe may be easing, especially if the European Central Bank decides to provide some aid to the Spain and Italy, we could see a stronger euro. And again, this chart pattern is suggesting that there's plenty of room to the upside with 82.32 a possible target. Now, we did see sell-off in the equity markets, and the overall demand for risky assets dropped, and traders were parking their money in the less volatile and more safer Japanese yen, and that's the reason why we saw this breakout to the downside in the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. This is saying that after this prolonged move down, that this support line or support key level at 58.85 was violated, and that's because of the weakness in the New Zealand dollar. Again, that's a higher yielding currency. Traders were dumping assets in higher yielding currencies and buying the weaker or lower yielding Japanese yen. So these are two of the markets that we looked at last week. And this has been James Hirechek with the Autochartist weekly recap for Monday, June 4th, 2012.